as a country in South Africa, as a people engaged in South African politics, as a young people in South Africa, engaging in politics, learning from different characters, politicians to be precise. I don't think it would be fair to those who live by honor, to those who live by the sword, to those who hold their word as bond, to those who have integrity, those who have principles, those who are loyal to the core, those who are loyal to their friends, loyal to their comrades. I don't think it would be fair for us to continue calling Floyd Shivambu the think tank of the EFF, the superior scientific genius of the South African politics, with all that he has demonstrated to us. Because how can we still allow ourselves to call him the think tank if he is gonna take a public platform and tell the whole world that everything he used to think for the past 10 years and everything he used to say about President Jacob Zuma, he was misled? And then that's not him. He never. So how is he the think tank if someone else had to bring something for him to think about? So these things he was thinking, it was not from him. It was not from his intelligentsia. So how is he the think tank, if you get what I'm saying? How can a man who used to say things that never were ever found by him, he was misled, someone else told him what to think, someone else told him what to say, how can that man who was busy running around saying things for other people, saying things on behalf of other people, how can we still call that man the think tank? Otherwise, maybe if we are really gullible enough as a country and really, you must be hating the EFF so bad as a country. You must be hating Julius Malema so bad to continue living in a lie. Because it's delusion, this thing. And then I've never heard anyone even question this narrative. Because all we hear is think tank. But the think tank was misled by the things he used to think. So it was not him thinking. So was he misled in the building up of the EFF? Things like that. Was he misled, or maybe someone else told him build the EFF like this? I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying, but it will be a very big insult to the people who are really genuinely think tanks in this country. It will really be a big disappointment to the people who really deserve the credit of being proper, intelligent thinkers. People who are even going to take accountability for the things they say. People who are going to take responsibility for the things they say. Whether the things they say are right or wrong. Whether the things they say are correct or wrong. They will take responsibility for the things they've said on the past. Not because one day, out of convenience, you have to say you were misled just for you to have a petty apology. So you can appear as if maybe you never believed that. How can you erase a history of saying some wild things for more than 11 years about someone and just erase it by just saying you were misled? And then you still get the credit of being called a think tank? Hell no. No ways. Maybe people who hate the EFF can continue with their traumatic delusion of believing in a lie about think tank narrative. Me, I won't. And I don't even want young people. Whether you are young, you are hating the EFF, you are against the EFF so bad, you hate Julius Malema, don't allow yourself to believe this man is a think tank after what he has demonstrated to us as a country. How can a think tank be misled about things? That means this is not his things that he used to think. These were not his thoughts. These thoughts were put unto him. So how can you still be a think tank if they are misleading you to say things? That means he was saying things he never even believed. How can you be a think tank if you're out here saying things blatantly so, with all your heart, with all you got in your system? Busy shouting all over, even going to debate, long length debate, even getting called out. by the Honorable, may he so rest in peace, Mr. Tito Mboweni, calling this man out, like what this man, like how can you even go to that land knowing very well what you are saying, you don't mean it. What you are saying, you don't believe it. You're just saying things just for saying them. And then you still get to be called a think tank. A think tank. The brains of a certain, come on. Put your hatred aside for EFF. You are celebrating things that are not worth celebrating. And this is not even, you can say jealousy, hey, chest pains is fine. Here we are talking here. Here we're not scared of being labeled names. We've been labeled worse than chest pains. So, don't allow yourself. And these young people, listen to me carefully. All people can be stuck in their ways. Young people, we are the future, by the way. We are the people who are stepping into the new dimension of thought, the new dimension of intelligentsia, the new dimension of wisdom. So we need to see things for what they are. We can't be out here believing in lies just for the sake of pushing a certain agenda, a narrative. How can a man who was misled to think certain things in his own brain, his own mind, his own thoughts, his own physical body, saying those things with his own mouth, coming from his own tongue and lips? How is it that man who was saying all of those things and then he's gonna claim he was misled? How is he a think tank? How is he a think tank? He never thought of those things he was saying. He was misled. Someone told him to say those things. That was not him saying those things. So, is it still him who started the EFF? Is it still him who formulated the policies, or someone told him to formulate them for them? Someone told him, make these 7 cardinal pillars for them. He was just the one doing them, but someone else misled him. Yeah, the truth always comes out, and it comes out in different forms. You don't have to tell us something. Something can be interrogated in different ways, and the conclusion can be met. Of course, this is my opinion. I'm just saying though, with me, I stand by this. I won't call this man a think tank. After what he has demonstrated, there's no ways. There is no ways. He can't be. How is he? There is no ways. Otherwise, you guys are celebrating mediocrity. You are celebrating mediocre just for the sake of justifying your hatred for the CIC, for Julius Malema, for the EFF, just for convenience that you want to demonstrate your hatred. You are believing in mediocre and celebrating it as if, yeah, he's the think tank. Think tanks don't get misled. Think tanks don't say things on behalf of other people. Think tanks think. They think. They bring their thoughts into life. Think tanks. But of course, it is what it is. Thank you very much.